Board. We'll update this topic. I think it's perfect. I don't know how to do this anymore. It's been a while. We've been in campus. Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Valentine's. Is it? Okay. So we're gonna have our Valentine's picnic. What do you call it? Okay, but let's get down to business first. Okay, topic for today, just one topic. This topic is still considered quantity to be dispensed. Okay, so I know on your worksheet it says D over H times Q, which is actually the formula for quantity to be dispensed. Okay, I wanted to start early because there's 3 subtopics in this topic, okay? Quantity to be dispensed, single dose. Quantity to be dispensed, single day. And then total quantity, which we already did last Friday, okay? Today's Monday? Yes, today's Monday. Okay. So, we'll put quantity to dispense, to be dispensed. The D over H times Q is actually the formula, okay, that we use for quantity to dispense or quantity to be dispensed. D stands for desired. Okay. What did the doctor desire for the patient? Which means what is on the prescription, okay, in terms of strength or concentration. You got to know that strength and concentration are one and the same, okay? So this is your 500 milligrams, 250 milligrams, 1,000 IU, okay? These are your strength. What did the doctor desire? Okay. What's H, to those of you who've been here? Have, okay? What do you have on the shelf? What do you have in the pharmacy? Okay, what do you have on the shelf? What do you have in the pharmacy? So if this is strength, this is also strength. You follow? So sometimes you'll get a prescription of 500 milligrams, but you only have a 250 milligram tablet. You tell the patient, I'm sorry, I cannot fill your prescription because we only have 250, and then your doctor wants 500. You tell the patient that? No, that's when your dosage calculation or pharmacy calculations come into place, okay? Why? By law, we are allowed to actually dispense, in that example, double that, okay? What we cannot do is substitute an entire drug for, you say, for example, the same disease that you're treating. Say, for example, you're going to substitute an omeprazole to an esomeprazole without letting the doctor know. Okay? Especially if it has the words or the acronyms DAW. What's DAW? Dispense as written. Okay? We can actually calculate the different strength and give the correct dosage to the patient. Know that, okay? That's why we're doing this. A stands for what do you have in the pharmacy supply that you have. So you don't shoosh a patient away because you don't have the exact strength in the pharmacy. We do the math. And then Q would be how much. Okay. If you notice your worksheets are 3 pages. Okay. Page 1 is actually calculate a single dose. There's an instruction, single dose. On the test, Not going to say always. Calculate for single dose, okay? So I want you to remember these terms or phrases that may be used, okay, as part of the instructions. Single dose is the same as per dose and is the same as per administration. Okay? I know this is a repetition or a review for some of you who've been here, but we have new freshmen, so I'm reiterating and highlighting important things like this, okay? But I can see you're still paying attention, okay? Repetition is key, especially when you're trying to remember drugs. But in math, you have to do the work, right? You have to do the work. I have to show you, that's why it's not in audio, okay? I have to show you how it's done step by step, especially if you're new, okay? This may be an old topic for you guys. These are new topics for the freshmen, but this is a good way to review and remember. Freshmen are working on beginner's level. You're working on your intermediate level. And if you're a senior right now, you're working on your expert level. Okay, because you're getting ready to go. Single dose is the same as per dose and per administration. So if you see this as an instruction on the test, they mean one and the same. Okay. We're going to go over each one. Next page, I just want to cover each instruction. Okay. Next page, page 2, which is numbers 10 to 18. Calculate for single day. Single day means per day. This is important. Per day. That's the same. Okay? And then the last page, I want you to cross out the word volume and write quantity. Total quantity. Why? Not all prescriptions in here are in liquid form. Okay, so I don't want to use the term volume. So calculate for total quantity. This means it may be in tablets, in capsules, or in ml, which is the volume unit. Okay. Tomorrow you'll have a quiz because this is the last of the topic on that particular chunk I'm talking about. We've done day supply, we've done quantity to be dispensed, and this is a continuation of quantity to be dispensed. So what is the quiz covering tomorrow, Kristen? You remember? Quiz 2 covers?
Quantity for dispense, day supplies,
And?
calculate for single days, calculate for single dose, and calculate for quantity.
You're forgetting something, Maddie. Is this the only ones you're going to be tested on? The 3 topics that we did in class? Janine?
The conversions.
Conversions! Do not forget. That may be the first topic, but you should never, ever forget that that will always be included in all your tests. So quiz 2 goes as far back from the beginning. Okay? Let's start. Page 1. Calculate for single dose. Here are prescriptions. First prescription. Okay. Order, that's your prescription. Amoxicillin, 500 milligrams, BID times 10. You know what? I'll do this so it's bigger. I may write on the wall again. Prescription. Can you see it?
Yeah.
At the back, Sasha, can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Amoxicillin, 500 milligrams, BID times 10 days. Okay? Oh. Supply. Of course, you don't see this on the prescription, like the supply. You're going to go to your software for inventory. Or if it's a small pharmacy, probably you're going to go to the shop and see it for yourself. Okay? Supply would be amoxicillin, 200 milligrams tablet. Remember, these are for calculations purposes only. So sometimes some prescriptions may not be exact answers if you would do it in real life, but I'm going to tell you. Okay, this is real life. This is what's going on. This is a calculation. Okay. So now, since the page 1 says calculate for single dose, we're on single dose first. Okay. Does the BID matter at this point?
No.
No, BID stands for, Jessica?
Twice a day.
2 times a day, so it doesn't matter. Because the instruction says per dose, right? Does the 10 days matter at this point?
No.
No, because it's for 10 days total, right? Freshmen, you still with me? Listening? Okay. Supply is 200, but the doctor wants 500. We can use, what, the desired over half times quantity calculations. And I always tell you, you know what? That makes sense, that formula makes sense. Use that only for tablets and capsules. But it's a little bit confusing if you use that formula in liquid forms. And I'll tell you why. Okay. In liquid forms, I suggest that you use ratio proportion because it just makes more sense. You agree? Yeah? Okay. Let's do this using the formula desired over half times quantity. What did the doctor desire for the patient? 500 milligrams, right? What do we have though in the pharmacy? 200 milligrams, okay? What's the quantity? Just 1. Because you don't have to go all the way here, right? The question is only per dose. It's very important for you to read the instructions. Why? The test will tell you exactly what you're being asked about. Sometimes it just wants you to give the final answer in per dose, or sometimes it's per day, sometimes it's total quantity. So tomorrow when you take your test, do not ask me, when the cell says per day, per dose, it will say in there, and follow the instructions. That's why I'm going slow on this one, because this quiz too is always a common reason for students failing. Why? Because they're in a hurry to take the test and then read the instructions. The instructions will be on the test. So going back, what will be the answer here? 500 divided by 200 is? 2.5 what? Tabs. Right? 2.5 tabs. This is okay if we're talking about administering this in what setting? At home, right? Single dose. Or bedside, right? In an institution, assisted living, nursing home, hospital. Right? But if we are to follow like total quantity, the decimal has to be dropped. And we'll talk about that later once we get to that for the topic. Are you following me? Okay. 2.5 tabs or 2.5 tabs. Whatever it says in there. So the supply said tablets, though amoxicillin usually comes in capsules. Okay. I want to see you put the word tablets, if it says it in here. If it's not stated in the prescription, tabs or caps I will consider on the test. Is that clear? Okay. Page 1, following the desired over half times quantity. I want you to go down, page 1, number 5. You understand this, freshmen? Okay. The rest of you, you're still good on this one? I know you're working already. That's okay, okay? The next one, number 5, pay attention, especially freshmen. Okay. If you notice, it's a liquid form. You see that? Why do I know it's a liquid form right away? On the supply, it says furosemide, 10 milligrams per ml. So what is the order? We're still on single dose. How we're still on page 1. So it's Lasix, 80 milligrams QD times 15 days. What's her supply? What's her supply? Furosemide, which is the, what is furosemide? Which is the generic of Lasix. See it? Okay. Because 99% of the time we will dispense the generic of the drug because that's what the insurance will pay for. Okay? So furosemide, 10 milligrams per ml. I don't want you using the desired over half times quantity here because the numbers don't make sense. I always say, let the numbers talk to you. I'm not crazy when I say that. They really talk to you. Like, if it's a word problem, when you see the word is, what does that equate to? Equals. When you see the word off, what does that equate to? Times. okay? It's how you do in word problems if you're trying to calculate something, okay? So they're really taught, okay? It's not me, schizophrenia, okay? Okay, but anyway, if you haven't yet, I know you've watched Still Alice, right? Okay. If you want to watch a movie on, you did your movie night or quote unquote day, want to watch a movie on schizophrenia, okay? Russell Crowe, Beautiful Mind, okay? Beautiful Mind, such a beautiful movie, but it's 2.5 hours. Since you already did your movie night, Still Alice, Miss Jamie hasn't seen that, so she said, I think it's on it, but I think I'll take it down Netflix, okay? I do have a, old school video. When I teach pharmacology, that's what I use for movie night. But it was so nice to see, I could see the whole movie. Now I want to watch the whole movie. So beautiful, right? And did they mention specific drugs in there?
They mentioned only ones for like hypnotics, I think.
They mentioned one. Okay.
And
In
then
The Beautiful Mind, they mentioned a couple. And you will see the side effects because Russell Crowe didn't want to take the medication. Okay. Going back. So Lasix. Okay. I just remembered it, like now talking about this drug. So Lasix, 80 milligrams is a prescription. But what you have is 10 milligrams per ml. What does this mean? For every milliliter of the drug, there's 10 milligrams of furosemide. Okay. Does the QD matter in this calculation if it's per dose? No, but it's every day anyway. Okay. Does the 15 days matter? No. Okay. So here we go. What am I talking about when I say if it's a liquid form of the drug, it just makes sense to do it ratio proportion. And what do I mean by that? Okay, your supply would be 10 milligrams for every ml. Is that correct? Okay? So what is my proportion this time?
it is equal to 80 milligrams over XML.
Very good. Is equal to 80 milligrams over XML. Isn't that easier? Yeah, because your strength, the strength of the drug is already in fraction. So it's just easier and it just makes more sense if we do ratio proportion at this point. You follow? Okay, 10 milligrams per ml is to 80 milligrams over XML. What do we do? Next step. Cross multiply, which this becomes 80. 10x, so you divide that by 10 should give you
8 milliliters.
8 ml. I gave you an example of one solid dosage form, okay, and one liquid form on page 1. We're going to do the same for page 2. However, your worksheet's on page 2. However, on page 2, the instruction is different. What is the instruction? Single day now, which means per day, right? So, does the BID, QID, TID matter this time?
Yeah.
Yes, they do. Okay, BID, TID, QD. All of these matter in the calculation right now. So look at number 10, okay, which is the same exact prescription as number 1. Not always the case, okay, because once you get to page 3, it's different. So I don't want you to just, oh, okay, then let's continue. No, it's not. Read your prescription all the time. Okay. Next one. Number 10, amoxicillin, 500 milligrams, BID times 20 days. Okay? What's your supply? There it is. See how it's not exactly the same? The supply that you have is amoxicillin 250 milligrams. Okay? Using the formula desired over half times quantity, however, moving on, does the BID matter, which I just asked? Yes, does the 20 days matter in this calculation?
No.
No, okay? All the way up to the BID. So what do we do? What's your desired? 500. What do you have? 250 milligrams. Okay, times 2. So this will be 2, correct? Times 2 would be 4 cups. Did it it say tabs on your worksheet? Tabs. Or tabs. You follow? Freshmen? Okay. Let's jump to number, I'm trying to make it congruent. Okay. Number 14. Lasix 60 milligrams QD is a prescription. Am I too fast? No. I'm trying to catch my breath. Because of the mask, not because it's fast. I don't think it is fast, but please slow me down if you think it's fast. And also, on Blackboard, you can rewind, pause me, and fast forward, and set your fingertips. Okay? Yay! Food is here! Okay, but we have to finish our business first. Okay. Lasix, we're still on page 2, so the instruction's still per day. Okay, per day. Lasix, 60 milligrams QD times 25 days. Okay. What's our supply? Furosemide, 10 milligrams per, is it per ml? Sorry. Per ml. Does the QD matter?
No. Oh, yes.
Yes, but it's 1, so kind of irrelevant. But I want you to have that formula in your head, okay? Does the 25 days matter if it's per day? No. Let's proceed. Do not use the desired over half times quantity, okay? Use the ratio proportion, it's better, okay? It just makes more sense. So focus on your supply. 10 milligrams for every ml as to, what's my proportion?
60 milligrams over X ml.
Very good. 60 milligrams over X ml. What's next? Cross multiply. 60 divided by 10 would give you
6 milliliters.
6 ml. Okay? Does it end there? Supposedly not. What if this is a BID or TID? You continue to multiply, but since it's 1 times 1, which gives you 6 ml still. Okay. 2 seconds to breathe. And then we'll do the last page. And I'll call you one by one. I didn't realize it fell. I told you, it's been a while since I recorded. So, wasn't really paying attention. Sorry. Okay. Last page. Total quantity. Last page would say total quantity or total volume. Okay. Prescription number 19. Oh, I don't want to write, go with 19. Okay. It says the order is amoxicillin, 500 milligrams, TID times 15 days. What's your supply?
250 milligram capsule.
250 milligram caps. Okay. Let's do this. How do we do this time? Does the TID matter?
Yes.
Since it's total quantity? Yes, it matters. Does the 15 days matter? Yes, it matters. But you still proceed to calculating it initially to get a single dose, then you multiply the per day, then you multiply the total quantity. Freshmen still with me? Yes. Okay, let's do it. Same as a while ago. Desired 500 over what you have, 250 milligrams, okay, times 3 times 15. So this will be 2 times 3 times 15 would be everything included this time.
90 caps.
90 caps, correct. Okay, you follow. 30 seconds to breathe. And then number 23. Okay, liquid this time. Back to Lasix. But this time, since we're on page 3, again, the instruction still says total quantity or total volume. So, our prescription is Lasix, 60 milligrams, BID, times 30 days. Okay. Supply is what?
Furosemide.
Why furosemide?
Because it's a generic.
because we're also minus the generic of grade 6, and that's what we usually give because that's what the insurance will pay for, except if the doctor wrote the AW dispense as written, which we don't like. Okay, so calculate. Does the BID matter?
Yes.
Does the 30 days matter?
Yes.
Okay. What do we use if it's liquid? What makes more sense? Ration proportion. So it's 10 milligram over 1 ml is true. What's my next proportion? 60 milligrams. What do I do here? Over X ml. Okay. You can do the calculations here first, okay? But do not forget the instructions. You're being asked of total quantity. What's the answer here? 60 divided by 10 is 6 ml, which is your per dose a while ago, because this is the same exact prescription. However, what do you do next? Times 2 times 30, it should give you 360 ml because you're being asked of total quantity or total volume to be dispensed. Single dose, per dose, what setting do we use it in? What institution? Okay, nursing home, assisted living, hospital. Single day. At home, if you want to do the per day for your caregiver, your patient, okay, use it in institutions as well. We do total quantity to dispense. What's the setting? Retail or community pharmacy, right? Because we have to give to the patient all of their prescriptions, all of the drugs for the entire duration of treatment. Is that clear? Okay. So we've done 2 examples on single dose, 2 examples on single day, 2 examples on total quantity. Are you guys done? Let's see. You're done because you're working on it that guy. Do it. Yeah. But freshmen, you need time? You need time? That's okay, you need time. When I do it, I'm just doing a demo. I'm walking you through step by step. They already know this because they've been here for math. And I remember Ellie saying, it just feels like they know so much. They know a little bit more than you do because they've been here. This is maybe their 4th, 3rd, or 7th sequence. But each class is independent of each other. Okay? Well, they're at a point wherein they're the big sister and the big brother right now and helping out. That's why we have a mentoring system. Okay? But do not get intimidated by that. By the time I get to the new topic, which is on Wednesday, everybody hasn't gone through that. Okay? So even in your pharmacology, oh yeah, we've done 3 pharmacologies, but not the nervous system which you are in right now. So we really made the curriculum set up that way that each class is independent of each other. Okay? You only have to take your prerequisites, of course, in career prep before you move on here. If you fail anatomy or math or both, you cannot move forward. Okay? I guess it just makes sense. Let's give Jamie a little bit more time. Don't be embarrassed, don't be scared if you're not at speed yet, especially you're a freshman. You think they're at this speed already at this point when they started? No! No, they were also pulling their hair. They were also pulling their hairs at the beginning. Right?
I was like, wow.
It actually fell the entire time. It was pointing to the ceiling the entire time, so I don't know if I could have it cut. I think I went slow because I wanted to. Like what you said, I always ask you, why do you think these people don't choose pharmacy? Because they think that, oh, there's math. I don't like math right away, so I'm trying to slow down on the math. And I want everybody to be like Alyssa and Janae, saying that I wasn't good at math, but then I got better. I'm always using them as an example. You know why? Nobody said that. Nobody offered that information. They may have felt that way, but they didn't verbally say it. So I really appreciate them saying that, no, it's not my favorite class, but no, I like it. It's applied math. And you freaking scare us to death. We're going to kill somebody. Okay. Ready? Let's start off with single single dose number 1, we did it on the board. It's 2.5 tabs or 2.5 tabs, okay? Number 2, Kristen, 10 ml, okay? I don't want to see mLs, okay? Just 10 ml. Who got 10 ml? Hands up. Okay. Number 3, Angelica, 10 caps or 10 capsules, okay? Who got that one? Hands up. Okay. Number 4, Ethan. 1 1/3 tabs, okay? 1 1/3 or 1.33, but it just makes sense if you put 1 1/3, okay? Who got that one? Number 4. Okay. Number 5, Ellie. 8 ml, which we did on the board, so you do number 6 as well. 6.56 ml for purposes of tests, okay? If there's no specific instruction what to keep up to the hundredths place or 2 decimal places and follow the rule of rounding off. Is that clear? Okay. Number 7, Janae, okay? Number 7?
1 ml.
1 ml, correct. Number 7 is 1 ml. Number 8, Jaylin.
Get back to me.
Come back? Okay. Okay, number 9, Stasha. Louder. Stasha has double message. It's harder for me to. That's okay. And I'm glad even if there's no 11.25 ml. Correct. Who got that one? Hands up. Even if we have the no mask mandate, it was the whole class decision to wear a mask. So I'm wearing a mask. Okay. Calculate for single day. Number 10. We did it on the board. 4 caps. Okay. Number 11, Maddie.
15 ml.
15 ml. About 15 ml. Hands up. Okay. Number 12, Angelica.
24 caps.
24 caps. About 24 caps. Hands up. Okay. Good job. Number 13, Ellie. Back to you.
15.
13.
1 tablet.
1 tab. Number 14, Stasha.
6 ml.
6 ml. Who got that one? Hands up. Ethan, 15.
9.84 ml.
9.84 ml. Correct. Who got that one? Okay. Because we did number 14 on the board, I'll get back to you. Stasha, number 16. 2 ml. Correct. Okay. Jaylin, what number was that we skipped from page 1?
8.
8. What is the answer on 8?
3.5.
3.5 ml. Good job. Okay. Are you ready for 17 or come back?
Come back.
Okay, come back. That's fine. Okay. Number 18, Angelica.
35 milliliters.
35 milliliters. We did 15, 9.84 ml.
Yeah,
16.
2 ml.
2 ml, correct. Who got those correct? Okay. So I'm going back to Jaylene for 17. Okay. Calculate for total quantity or total volume. Let's start. Stasha, I did the first one, which is 19. The answer is 90 caps. 20 for you. 500 ml, correct. Who got that one? Hands up. Ellie, 21.
108 capsules.
108 capsules. Who got that one? Hands up. 22, Janae.
17 tabs.
17 tablets or 17 tabs, correct. Who got that one? Hands up. 23, Jessica.
360 ml.
360 ml. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay, good job. Number 24. That's the one we did on the board. So number 24, Angelica.
147.6
Very good. 147.6 ml. Okay, Jessica, back to you. 25.
8 ml.
8 ml. Who got that one? Hands up. Okay, number 26, everyone.
60 ml.
60 ml. Why 60?
Because it's 2 at bedtime. 2 at night.
Do you have 2 QHS?
Yeah.
I only have QHS. That's why I'm like, why do you have 60? I only
So
have
it's
30.
So it was
I
over
ignored
to
it, so I have
30.
30.
Okay.
Yeah, it was over to
Because
30.
usually prescribers don't put 2 QHS.
I didn't think so either,
But that's okay. That's why I said do it as you're reading it based on this. That's why I said I'm going to consider both. But based on the prescription, it's going to be, if there's a 2 before the QHS, 60 ml. Okay? Ethan works in a pharmacy, so he knows that usually you don't see the 2 QHS. So disregarded that. Well, most likely I'm gonna mark Ethan wrong because I want you to stick to what's on the paper, okay? That's just an example of reality versus calculations based on test, okay? But remember, stick to the paper if you're being asked of that, unless it's like there's no answer on paper, then go to your reality. That doesn't happen very often. Number 27, everyone.
770 ml.
770 ml, good job. Jaylene, back to you. Number 17.
2.5
2.5 ml, good job. Who got this? All of this correct. Okay. You should have mastered this topic. Okay? Mastered. When I say mastered, mastered. I'm going to pass the homework around. So you have, still don't have staples. So you have a practice for your quiz tomorrow. Okay? And then after this, it's the Valentine celebration or picnic, whatever you want to call it.
All you need is a copier. The copy machine doesn't have it.
Yeah, I still have to do manual staples.
Or the other one, the white one.
Sometimes that's like blurry.
Oh, yeah.
But I use that as a backup worst case scenario. Again, quiz tomorrow covering everything from conversions all the way to the last topic, which is today's topic, okay? Don't think this is a new topic. This is still total quantity to be dispensed. We just broke it down into single dose, single day, and total quantity. Okay. Any questions? Freshmen, how are you doing? You think you're going? Okay. I think you're fine. Don't worry about speed at this point. You're not working on that right now. You're working on accuracy. And then as you move on, then you start working on your speed. Because you can't take an hour to solve one prescription problem. Okay? Happy Valentine's Day. Let's start our picnic. Woohoo. I don't even know how to turn this off.